Did you know your brain doesn't care if you're happy? It just wants you to survive. And that is why making some difficult decisions can be very hard to do. Sometimes it feels very comfortable where we are. Now, I'm no psychologist, but I've read plenty of books to understand that people that have been in abusive relationships very often end up back in those same horrible abusive relationships. Now, as I say, I'm no expert, but from what I've read, is that the reason for that is because the experience is familiar, it's comfortable. That sounds crazy. You know, the pain that goes with that is just horrendous. I can't imagine. But psychologically, it's a comfort zone. They're in their comfort zone. And to do something different is very unfamiliar and very uncomfortable. In our own lives and in business, the same kind of thing can happen. We find a comfort zone where we operate, and it may not be the best thing for us, but we're surviving, which is what our brain wants. Our brain doesn't care about our happiness. In order to get out of our comfort zone, we really have to think logically, stop our emotional back of mind controlling us, take steps, get out of your comfort zone and move forward. So when it comes to making important decisions, be sure to look at things in the cold light of day and ask yourself if your emotions are making those decisions for you. Now, it can be quite meditative. When we learn to observe our own thoughts, when we kind of stand back from ourselves and recognise that we're having an experience, we can actually do something about that. Now, again, I'm no meditation expert, but I do know that in life generally, when we catch ourselves behaving in a certain way, whether it's anger, fear, any kind of discomfort, we can get caught up in that moment and we just run with it. But there is another way. We can sometimes catch ourselves when it happens. So as that feeling starts to arise, you can say, I'm having the feeling of X, Y, Z. And we can look at ourselves and observe. And that's a very, very powerful place to be. So when you're making your next business decision, your next important investment, step back from yourself. Ask yourself what's holding you back. Is it because it feels uncomfortable? Because if it does, that's a good thing. Because where there is uncomfort and discomfort, there is change. Where there is comfort and familiarity, you're probably going to stay in the same place. There won't be change and things will just carry on the way they always have. They may be comfortable, but it stops you progressing. So I hope you find that useful.